cold start on 110. Oh boy.
It did the beans. It's made it.
So, let it cool down.
We made it.
All right, what is going on, guys? So today we are going to be putting the bullet up on the dyno. We stopped over at Pitbull Performance down here in Daytona. We're just going to be throwing it on the dyno, seeing what it makes for power on the 10.9 tune-up. The only changes I have made to the car since the track, still on the same fuel, which is the 110-100 mixture, is put a set of street tires to go up on the dyno. It's turned up pretty hard, so it's going to be interesting to see what it makes on this exact setup and what it went 10.9 125 on. So let's go ahead and get on the dyno. What do you think it's going to make?
I'm putting a bet it's gonna make 510.
Oh, I'm hoping it's low, but I mean, if it's 510, I mean, we need a, there's a prayer that needs to be made to the two valve gods out there.
Yeah, for real. If it does make 510, you have to make a prayer for the two valve gods.
I'm gonna say it's 450.
I'm kind of feeling, I'm gonna stick with 510.
Oh man, for those of you guys that don't know, 10 to 12 psi of boost. My boost gauge says 10, but I'm guessing it's more like 12 because that thing's not all that accurate. 110 octane. Hell yeah. Look, it smells like 110 still. We're getting the car strapped down on the dyno. Leave a comment down below right now what you think it's gonna make. Oof. I mean, stock motor, I'm hoping it's low, but knowing the mile an hour, it might not. We got Mr. Derek here. We got Vinny here, Pitbull Performance, getting the car strapped down. And we'll see how badly we've been pushing this little 2-valve. Yeah, it was breaking up. It was breaking up. What was the wideband at?
It said 10.9.
Oh, was your foot on the clutch?
No.
Resting on the clutch at all? There it is, 391. Yeah, that was weird. Breaking up a little. 414. Yeah, that's weird. So it's breaking up. We're thinking that it's just too low in fuel and it's getting inconsistent fuel. So
because what it'll do is it'll see 12.0 like right before boost comes on, and then it'll drop down to 10.9.
Yeah, because it's right at a quarter of a tank, and I've had an issue before where when the fuel's low, I don't know if that pump is just not picking up the bottom of the tank really well, but probably. We're gonna throw a little bit of 110 back in it just to make a accurate pull. But so far, I mean, it looks like it's gonna
make
414, 487, right as that turbo comes on. That's probably gonna be where the torque sits because the torque's gonna fall, but horsepower is on the rise. We're looking at 500 right here. It's probably gonna come up and then start to fall right here. So
it's gonna make 510, dude.
I really, it looks like it's ready to go to 5, and that's SAE too. All right, hopefully it makes 500.
Put that secret juice in there. Already shorter.
All right. 4 gallons of 110. If it breaks up, it's blown up. Or spark plugs.
Either way, we're leaving it in an Uber.
No thanks. I'd rather not leave oil all over this nice floor here. Here's to making 500, I guess.
That fixed the problem.
Oh yeah. Well, that's weird. Hey, that's it. All right. That's weird. 418, that's it.
See, it didn't break up.
It's an inefficient turbo. Yeah, that's what it says. It sounded strong.
Yeah, it didn't break up or anything.
Don't say that. So I don't think it's gonna make any more. We're gonna make one more pull. It's been cooling down for a little bit. If it makes any more, it's gonna be like 430, but we'll see. Tune looked on point, saw about 19 degrees of timing, somewhere around 10 or 12 pounds of boost. Still looks pretty safe for a stock 2 valve. All right, let's see. I think it's the same thing. Same thing, that's it. 416, 480. That's all it does. 420 wheel horsepower, goes 10s. That's it. That's all you need is 420 wheel and a Mustang. I'm happy with that. It's not on kill the bottom end mode, so.
Not at all. That's impressive, dude.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Consistent. Oh yeah. Still alive. I want to turn this way a little bit. Yeah. That looks good. Lives to see another day. You can, it's not really that cool though. So this shop is pretty cool. Right down here in Daytona. They got all this stuff. I didn't even know this was here. And fittings.
Good job.
Got some turbo stuffs. Turbo. Pretty cool. And of course, they have plenty of race gas, which we use today since we're having a fuel pickup issue with the car. Fill it up with some 110. Alright guys, so we are leaving Pitbull here. Car made exactly what I wanted it to make, 420 wheel horsepower.
Didn't make what I wanted it to make.
Yeah, I mean, we were a little concerned when it was breaking up because it looked like the curve was just going to keep climbing, but the setup isn't all that efficient, so basically just climbed, built horsepower, and then it went down. So huge shout out to Pitbull for letting us use the dyno today to get some power numbers. Looks like the dyno is pretty much the same power numbers as Tony's, for example, judging by the torque and everything else. So huge shout out to Tony, of course, Tuners Inc. He tunes the car, and the car is working well. So we're gonna head home. I'm not gonna be afraid to beat on it now that I know that it's really not that crazy of a setup. So let's go hop in here and head home in the street car since it's got street tires on it. Might do some brake boost.
I couldn't even hang on to the camera. Nice.
Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that filled you guys in on what the car's making to go 10s. That means that if this car could potentially make more power, it could go significantly faster. Somewhere like 480 wheel to 480 torque. We would be deep into the 10s because we went 11.5 at 118 that same day, and then we turned up the boost at about 30 wheel horsepower, and it went from going 11.5 to 10.9. So I'm super excited. So this just shows you don't need a lot of power to go fast. Some good octane, a little bit of boost, and some good tuning, and we got it there. Now I want to give a huge thanks to everyone who has helped out with this. We got the Viking coilovers up front, shocks in the rear, UPR suspension in the rear, we got an N2MB watt box. This is an old On3 kit. Hopefully we can upgrade to a newer On3 kit in the future, but shows that you don't need a lot of power. You need a light car, a good driver, some good tuning. And yeah, huge shout out to Pitbull Performance. If you guys need anything, they do a lot of install stuff over in Daytona Beach. And they also got a dyno there if you want to rent it, or just use it for some power numbers. So I'll have all the info down in the description. Make sure you go check it out, and we will see you guys in the next one.